What if I told you that one of the most dangerous health conditions in the world could be silently damaging your heart, brain, kidneys, and blood vessels without causing any obvious pain? Every single day, millions of people wake up feeling completely normal. They go to work, spend time with family, exercise, laugh, and enjoy life. Yet, hidden inside their bodies, something dangerous is happening. Their blood pressure is rising, their arteries are under constant strain, their heart is working harder than it should, and they have absolutely no idea. That is why doctors often call high blood pressure the silent killer. It doesn't always knock before it enters your life. It doesn't always cause dramatic symptoms in its early stages. In many cases, the first sign of high blood pressure is not a headache or dizziness. It can be a heart attack, a stroke, or even kidney failure. Imagine driving a car every day with the engine running hotter than normal. At first, everything seems fine. The car still moves, the engine still works, but over time, the extra pressure slowly damages every important part until one day the engine suddenly fails. Your body works the same way. When blood pressure stays too high for months or years, your heart must pump harder to push blood through your arteries. Those arteries become less flexible. Tiny blood vessels throughout your body begin to suffer damage. Your heart grows tired, your brain receives less efficient blood flow, your kidneys struggle to filter waste properly. Even your eyes can begin to lose their healthy circulation. The frightening part is that this damage often happens quietly. No alarms, no flashing warning lights, just silent destruction. According to health experts around the world, millions of adults are living with high blood pressure without even knowing it. Many discover the condition only after a serious medical emergency. But your body often gives subtle clues long before that happens, signals that are easy to dismiss as stress, aging, or simply being tired. The question is, are you paying attention? One of the earliest warning signs many people experience is frequent morning headaches. Not every headache means you have high blood pressure. Headaches can happen for many reasons, including dehydration, lack of sleep, or stress. However, if you regularly wake up with a dull, throbbing headache, especially at the back of your head, and it keeps happening, it deserves medical attention. Why? Because when blood pressure becomes significantly elevated, it can increase pressure inside the blood vessels of the brain, potentially leading to headaches in some people. While many people with high blood pressure have no headaches at all, recurring or severe headaches should never be ignored. Another hidden symptom is unexplained dizziness. Have you ever stood up and suddenly felt lightheaded? Occasional dizziness can happen to anyone, especially after standing quickly. But repeated episodes of dizziness, especially when combined with other symptoms, may indicate an underlying medical problem that should be evaluated. High blood pressure itself isn't usually the direct cause, but extremely high blood pressure or complications related to it can contribute to dizziness. Then there is blurred vision. Your eyes contain some of the smallest and most delicate blood vessels in your body. When blood pressure remains uncontrolled, those tiny vessels can become damaged over time. You may notice blurry vision, difficulty focusing, or seeing dark spots. These changes can develop gradually, making them easy to overlook until they become more serious. Your eyes often reveal what your heart is struggling to hide. Many people also ignore frequent nosebleeds. A nosebleed does not automatically mean you have high blood pressure. Dry air, allergies, or injury are much more common causes. However, if nosebleeds occur repeatedly alongside very high blood pressure readings or other concerning symptoms, they should be discussed with a healthcare professional. Another warning sign that surprises many people is unusual fatigue. Your heart is the hardest working muscle in your body. When it constantly fights against increased pressure, it has to work much harder than normal. Over time, that extra workload can leave you feeling unusually tired, even after a full night's sleep. Everyday tasks may begin to feel more exhausting than they used to. Some people notice they become short of breath while climbing stairs or walking short distances. Others blame getting older, when in reality their cardiovascular system may be under more strain than it should be. Your body whispers before it screams. Unfortunately, most people don't listen until those whispers become emergencies. That's why routine blood pressure checks are so important. High blood pressure often cannot be diagnosed based on symptoms alone. The only reliable way to know is to have it measured. Many people assume that high blood pressure only affects older adults. That is no longer true. Today, unhealthy diets, lack of physical activity, obesity, chronic stress, smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, poor sleep, and certain medical conditions mean that younger adults, even those in their 30s or 40s, can develop high blood pressure. Age may increase the risk, but lifestyle plays a major role. The good news is that high blood pressure is often manageable. In many cases, healthy lifestyle changes and, when prescribed, medication can significantly reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, kidney damage, and other serious complications. The first step is recognizing that your body may already be sending you signals. The question is, will you notice them before it's too late? One symptom that many people dismiss is a pounding or irregular heartbeat. Perhaps you've been sitting quietly when you suddenly became aware of your heart beating harder than usual. Maybe it felt like your chest was fluttering, skipping a beat, or racing for a few seconds. While occasional palpitations can happen for many reasons such as stress, caffeine, or anxiety, frequent or persistent episodes should never be ignored. They may signal that your heart is under strain or that another heart-related condition is present. Your heart should work for you, not constantly fight against your own blood vessels. Another warning sign is chest discomfort. Not everyone with high blood pressure experiences chest pain, and chest pain has many possible causes. However, pressure, tightness, heaviness, or pain in the chest, especially if it occurs during activity or is accompanied by shortness of breath, sweating, nausea, or pain spreading to the arm, jaw, or back, requires immediate medical attention. These can be signs of a heart attack. Your body always deserves to be taken seriously when it sends signals like these. Many people are surprised to learn that high blood pressure can also affect the kidneys long before they realize anything is wrong. Your kidneys filter nearly 50 gallons of blood every day. Tiny blood vessels inside them remove waste and help regulate fluid balance. When blood pressure remains high for years, those delicate vessels can become damaged. As kidney function declines, you might notice swelling in your feet, ankles, or hands because your body begins retaining extra fluid. Some people wake up with puffiness around the eyes. Others notice their shoes suddenly feel tighter by the end of the day. These changes may seem small, but they should never be ignored. Swelling doesn't always mean high blood pressure, but it can be one important clue that your body needs medical evaluation. Another symptom that often goes unnoticed is difficulty concentrating. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there, or struggled to focus on simple tasks that once felt easy? Everyone experiences occasional forgetfulness, but persistent problems with concentration, memory, or mental clarity can have many causes, including poor sleep, stress, medication effects, or underlying health conditions. Long-term uncontrolled high blood pressure can also affect blood flow to the brain, increasing the risk of cognitive decline over time. Your brain depends on healthy circulation every second of every day. When that circulation is compromised, your thinking may not feel as sharp as it once did. Many people also experience unexplained shortness of breath. You may notice yourself becoming winded after climbing a single flight of stairs or carrying groceries. At first, you blame being out of shape, but as weeks pass, even simple activities become more difficult. When high blood pressure places extra strain on the heart, it can eventually reduce the heart's ability to pump blood efficiently. This can contribute to breathlessness, especially during physical activity. Your lungs and heart work together like perfect partners. When one begins to struggle, the other often feels the effects. There is another silent warning sign that many people overlook completely: poor sleep. Research has shown that sleep and blood pressure are closely connected. Conditions such as sleep apnea can increase blood pressure, while uncontrolled high blood pressure can also affect overall sleep quality. Loud snoring, frequent waking during the night, gasping for air during sleep, or waking up feeling exhausted every morning are symptoms worth discussing with a healthcare professional. Never underestimate the importance of quality sleep. It is during sleep that your body repairs itself, regulates hormones, and allows your cardiovascular system to recover. Ignoring poor sleep means ignoring one of your body's most important recovery systems. Now ask yourself a simple question. When was the last time you actually checked your blood pressure? Not guessed, not assumed, actually measured it. Many people wait until they feel sick, The problem is that high blood pressure often doesn't make you feel sick until significant damage has already occurred. A blood pressure check takes only a few minutes. Those few minutes could protect years of your life. There are also certain habits that quietly raise blood pressure day after day. Eating too much salt, smoking cigarettes, drinking excessive alcohol, living with constant stress, skipping physical activity, being overweight, not getting enough sleep, ignoring medications prescribed by your doctor. Each habit may seem small on its own, but together they place an enormous burden on your heart and blood vessels. The encouraging news is that small healthy changes can add up over time. Choosing fresh fruits and vegetables more often, reducing highly processed foods, walking for 30 minutes most days of the week, managing stress through relaxation techniques or regular exercise, maintaining a healthy weight, sleeping 7 to 9 hours each night, taking medications exactly as prescribed if your healthcare provider recommends them. These are not instant fixes. They are daily investments in your future health. Remember, prevention is always easier than treatment. Your body rarely asks for perfection. It asks for consistency. Every healthy meal, every walk, every good night's sleep, every blood pressure check. Each one is another step toward protecting your heart, your brain, your kidneys, and your future. The most dangerous mistake you can make is believing that feeling fine means everything is fine. Sometimes the most serious health problems begin in complete silence. The greatest gift you can give yourself is not waiting until your body is forced to scream for help. Too often, people ignore the quiet warning signs because they are busy with work, family, responsibilities, or the belief that serious illness only happens to someone else. But your health is your greatest investment. Without it, every dream becomes harder to achieve. Every goal becomes more difficult to reach. Every moment with the people you love becomes more precious. The good news is that high blood pressure is one of the most manageable health conditions when it is detected early. It is not something to fear, it is something to take seriously. A simple blood pressure check can provide valuable information about your heart health. If your readings are consistently high or you experience concerning symptoms, don't ignore them. Schedule an appointment with your healthcare provider. Early diagnosis and treatment can dramatically reduce the risk of heart attack, stroke, kidney disease, vision problems, and other serious complications. Remember, numbers matter. Knowing your blood pressure today could protect your tomorrow. If you already have high blood pressure, don't lose hope. Millions of people around the world live long, healthy, and active lives by managing it properly. The key is consistency. Take your prescribed medications exactly as directed. Eat a heart-healthy diet. Reduce your salt intake. Stay physically active. Maintain a healthy weight. Avoid smoking. Limit alcohol if you drink. Manage stress in healthy ways. And most importantly, attend your regular medical checkups. These small decisions, repeated every day, can make an extraordinary difference over time. Never underestimate the power of healthy habits. One healthy meal may not change your life. One walk may not transform your heart overnight. One good night's sleep may not solve every problem, but hundreds of healthy choices made consistently can completely change your future. Your heart works for you every second of every day. It never takes a vacation. It never asks for applause. It simply keeps beating quietly and faithfully. The least we can do is take care of it. Don't wait for a medical emergency to remind you how valuable your health truly is. Listen to your body. Pay attention to unusual symptoms. Check your blood pressure regularly, especially if you have risk factors such as a family history of high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, kidney disease, or if you're over the age of 40. And remember, even if you feel perfectly healthy, routine health screenings are still important because high blood pressure often has no symptoms at all. A few minutes today could prevent years of suffering tomorrow. If this video helped you understand the hidden symptoms of high blood pressure, take a moment to help someone you care about. Share this video with your family, your friends, your parents, or anyone who may benefit from this information. It could encourage someone to get their blood pressure checked before a serious complication occurs. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos on heart health, disease prevention, nutrition, and living a longer, healthier life. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay active, take care of your heart. Because when you protect your health today, you're protecting every tomorrow that lies ahead.